Game 2, a decisive match to determine who advances to another round of competition between Belize and the Cayman Islands, followed an unremitting shower which began shortly after midday. While the team was poised to close out its adversary, given its studious preparation the day before, nature wouldn't be as kind. The constant sheet of rain blanketed everything for several hours, covering the island, including the Truman Borden Sporting Complex, in a white mist until sometime after 5 o'clock. The entire time, the Jaguars organized an offensive to guarantee a W going forward. Would you begin by explaining to us what took place within the first 4 minutes of gameplay where the goal was scored against you?
Well, I think the team came out too aggressive and we came out like that, and it cost us that goal because we weren't focused on what we were doing, catch us off guard. Yes, it was a mistake by Danny Jimenez, but we came out with a game plan and we didn't execute it on the first 10 minutes of the game, and it cost us a goal due to an error on the back line now.
Speaking of which, you guys started off a bit sluggish in terms of getting some momentum going within the first half of the game. What happened?
Well, like I said, maybe the team were too eager and didn't focus on the defensive side and knowing that this team could attack us as well, and they caught us off guard and we couldn't recover on the play, and it cost us a goal.
We had several possessions in which we could have capitalized and scored on the Caymanian national team. From your vantage point in terms of seeing what was taking place on the opposite side of the field, what would you think could have been done differently to sort of seal a victory in terms of breaking the 1-1 draw?
Well, just the goal, it's a problem we're having from the previous game. We have been missing so many goals. We could have done this game from last Wednesday in Belize. We could have finished this game a long time ago, and we came out today and still felt at the goals. We got the opportunities, they fouled, the defense, they did their job to keep the ball up front, and we just couldn't get the ball behind the net in the second half. And I think it's a problem with the team. We need to just work on the finishing part now and try to get on our feet, because after this, the game's just going to be harder from now on.
As fate would have it, despite painstaking groundwork, the Jaguars would be off to a lethargic start. In the 4th minute of play, the team would be dealt a rude awakening, an arousal which definitely boosted the confidence of the home team.
We did a lot of training for this, and Belize is no pushover team. They like to run, so we gave it our all, and unfortunately we didn't move on.
One goal away from qualifying for the World Cup. How does that feel?
Well, when I scored a goal, I thought we were going to seal it, lock the shop and just play the rest of the game defending that goal. But fortunately, we gave away a free kick and they punished us for it. But like I was telling Kevin, I scored the second goal, they took it away from us, and that was like a heartbreaker right there.
The rest would include a concerted effort to match and outdo the opponent on its home turf before an audience of primarily Caymanians, peppered with a handful of Belizeans who cheered heart and soul for the red, white and blue.
During the training session after the first game, I was practicing a lot of my free kicks, and I got one and I make the opportunity to get it behind the net, and we know the away goal counts big for us, and we had to come out steaming because we wanted to win, and we had a lot of opportunities in Belize and we didn't score no goal.
You guys are off to a slow start tonight in terms of gaining some momentum to begin attacking the opponent. What happened there?
I think we started flat, and Cayman come out with a high tempo, and they knew they had to come to bring it to the game, and we was playing for that away goal, and and to get the first goal, first goal bring another goal, so that was the game plan, to get the first goal, and they had to open up and commit.
Well, I think we, after examining the field, and we kind of realized that this game would have been much tougher than we anticipated. We know that going on the road is always tough, but when we saw the sides of the field and we remember how the Cayman Island was able to defend on a big field very well, it means that defending on a smaller field will even be much better for them. So and the respect that they gave us, that we expected them to come at us, and when the game began and they went in a defensive mode similar to what is happening in Belize, then we know that it would have been a long day, because when you're defending on a small field, it becomes tough to really to create offensive opportunity, because then they take away the space from you. So we knew that it would have been tougher than we anticipated.
What is certain about the Belize Jaguars, despite the narrow victory, is a sense of camaraderie amongst the players. While they admit that the road ahead will not be easy, the team's sense of togetherness, on display at the airport this afternoon, speaks volumes of its potential, both on and off the field. Reporting for News 5, I am